We gonna break.
From future samples and fantasy collabos, this is your favorite DJ, DJ Fly. This is DJ Fly 254, the Beat Invader.
Yeah. Future samples, fantasy collabos. DJ Fly on the field, head. Collo. Sharama. Get down. Yeah. We back, future samples and fantasy collabos. This is a history lesson, Mazé. Kenyan music to the world. Sharama.
So, actually hii pia ni kitu ambacho ningependa pia kushare na ndugu zangu wote ambao mko hapa pamoja na Wakenya wenzangu ama vipi?
Kweli.
Yeah. My brother from Lagos. Yeah. Tuko pamoja. Uko fulani MAUMAU mazee, yani kitu kikubwa ambao sana mazee tumewahi kufanya, even the government they didn't even recognize, na pia government wenyewe walijaribu kufanya wakashindwa. Uko fulani MAUMAU tulichange nafsi za watu, we change the generation. Naona tumetoka katika mitaa ambao crimes ilikuwa too high. Ama vipi?
Kweli.
Dandora, Magongo.
Kweli.
The neighborhood ambao tumelelewa every days. Toa. Ilikuwa koni normal.
Kweli.
Ama vipi? Mavijana wameangushwa kibao tu sana. Umri ambao nimefikisha wala ambao nimewapoteza ni wengi sana nikiwaona tu. The time we come with music. Music change my neighborhood. Ama vipi?
Kweli.
Because that time mavijana walikuwa wanavaga viatu fulani vinaitwa Sahara. Zabata. Ama vipi? Hizo ni viatu ambao vilikuwa vinavaliwa na watu wote ambao walikuwa wanabeba mkwasa. Mkwasa na maanisha bunduki.
Kweli.
Ama vipi?
Kweli.
So crimes zilikuwa juu sana. Kweli. Sisi wenyewe tulikuwa na wale wasanii ambao natulia mtaa, mara jamaa anakuja niekee bagi yangu ukicheki baadaye unashangani vipi?
Kweli.
Ama vipi?
Kweli.
The government kitu ambayo ilikuwa inafanyaga ilikuwa inakuja ikiwaangusha.
Kweli.
Nao wakiwaangusha. Ama vipi?
Kweli.
After we came with the hip hop, tukashika nafsi za watu ambao walikuwa kwa street. People they change from Sahara, they do Timberland shoes.
That's what's up.
Ama vipi? Maboys waliingia na Timberland na Mike.
DJ Fly.
Ama vipi?
Busha ile kitu.
Washikaji walivyoingia na Timberland na Mike, watu wanaanza kuona the new generation like okay, there's this one, because people that used to do Sahara with the gun. And then we came with the Timberland and the microphone. You know, yeah? Now this is hip hop. That generation baadhi yao ilibadilika. Sahara zile kwa kando. Nakumbuka nilikuwa nikiona watu wakipiga Timberland.
Kweli.
Ama vipi?
Kweli.
After Timberland we come with the Air Force shoes. Ama vipi? Pia kuna chengine ni cheupe weza kipangusa kwetu kusafi. Ama vipi? In my neighborhood mavijana walianza kuwa wasafi. Ama vipi?
So you change.
Hata wale ambao walikuwa ni wauni walikuwa wanashikaga shilingi hawajui ile shilingi ifanye nini. Walijua kwamba wanaweza kuvaa.
So you're trying to tell me
Ama vipi?
Yeah.
And then from there
the process at which your music, the way at which your music has impacted the life of the youth.
Exactly.
It's part of it also changed their dressing style.
Exactly.
Yes.
Which also is
because we
like
used to do some serious gangster style.
No, that is more like was
and
it more like
just
a tradition, or was it a message? Because
it was a message. It was a message from music, from hip hop. That's how I tell you we change a lot.
Yes.
Mavijana baada hapo wale ambao kwa wanashika bunduki wakajua kumbe tunaweza shika mic.
So wakatoka kwenye crime.
Ushaona? Kijana akaona huu mwanzo huyu ana rap mambo za kinoma noma vile ni mnoma na mimi kumbe ndio mnoma. Huyu jamaa ni rap mimi.
Let me ask you something, Sharama.
So huyu jamaa naye pia akashika mic. Ama vipi? That's ambao kuna wasanii ambao walikuja wakakuwa they are more real.
True that.
Ama vipi?
True that.
Yeah. Na katika side ya MAUMAU kumetoka watu ambao kwamba walikuwa real wakachenchiwa na microphone. The neighborhood crime ikaanza kupungua.
Kweli.
Usmartness ukaja. Dada zetu walipata wanaume wa maana, juu watu walichange.
Kweli.
Ama vipi
Kweli.
That time dada zetu walikuwa kwa wapati wanaume wa maana, maana yake ukisema tu uko na nani unaambiwa huyo madhana piga risasi hivyo na firota ishi naye miaka mingapi? Huyo mtapata tu mtoto kesho amededi.
Kweli.
There's no future.
Kweli.
Tulibadilisha. Ama vipi? So
Kweli.
Our music it change a lot. Ama vipi ambao hata serikali yenyewe haikuweza kuchange vitu kama hivyo. Serikali ikoko ikija wanabadilishana tu toa ambao ilikuwa haiwezi kusaidia. Na vitu kama hivyo ni vitu ambavyo tumejitolea kutoka katika nafsi zetu si wenyewe. Na ilianza kama ndoto pia hatukuweza kujua kwamba kuna vitu zinaweza kubadilika.
Kweli.
Tumekuwa na mtu kama Jirongi. Ama vipi katika group yetu uko fulani MAUMAU. Is a real bad boy. Ama vipi? Na ndio maana hata albamu yake ya kwanza ilikuwa inaitwa Kichungi. Kichungi ni ile ya Target. Si unachekiwa Target ya Kichungi. Juu kijana kwamba hiyo ndio maisha ilikuwa kwenye maisha amezoea na hiyo ndio ilikuwa kwenye maisha yake. Ama vipi?
Kweli.
Kijana alikuja akawa msanii. Kijana aliweza kusafiri inchi tofauti na hiyo maiki sio bunduki. Kijana sahii ni babake mtu ambao analea watoto na ana familia.
Say that line again.
Ama vipi
Say that line again, man. Alitembea inchi badala kushika
Ama vipi So ni vitu ambao vilibadilisha ambao sahii kuna watoto wanalelewa na watu kama hao. They don't know their parents. Jani yao. But sisi wako home daddy nini. Ama vipi? So tulichange tu vitu vingi sana ambao pia ningependa sana the new generation ama vipi iendelee kubadilisha vitu tofauti unaona, kwa sababu ni mazingira na ndio ukweli wa maisha. Kiki ziko tu ama vipi but uhitaji kiki kuwa real ama vipi, na everything you are doing just be you, be real. True. Ama vipi
kweli,
mazo things real is not expensive, it's free.
Wasanii wangapi sasa unaweza sema ni real kwenye the new generation of rappers, Kenyan rappers? Who do you think ni real? Like uko fulani ingeweza kurecruit new members wa rappers, nani unaona yani ana share the same vision katika generation mpya?
Sija focus nao sana, manake hao wengi siku hizo wananizengua tu, because kitu cha kwanza mazo unapata mtoto wa kiume amepiga suruali imebana sana mpaka unashangaa sasa. You know wakati sisi na wa neighborhood tulikoko tunapiga vita usenge.
So
ama vipi tukoko tunapiga vita usenge ama vipi mambo kishoga kama haya ndio hatuyapendi ama vipi? Watu wakawa watoto wa kiuniuni. Nowadays unaregesha vitu pale kwa kusupport usenge. Mtoto wa kiume amevaa jeans imebana.
Mwanangu hata nikuulize ukweli sasa. Sasa kuna wasanii wanatoka nchi za ng'ambo, ni straight up wamesema wao ni wasenge mwanangu, na wanaingia kwenye hip hop. Kenya hii unadhani msanii anaweza kuja kama Lil Nas X kwenye hip hop, mtamkubali uko fulani?
Kwa wengine anaweza kubaliwa, ila kwa uko fulani itakuwa ni ngumu. Ushaona? So this new generation, unajua pia hii new generation lazima tuonyeshe uume wetu pale ulipo, na tuonyeshe strength yetu pale iko, na tuonyeshe skills zetu pale ziko, na tuonyeshe jinsi ambayo tunaweza kumaintain our family and our generation. Ama vipi
au sio? Swali langu la pili ama la tatu, ilianza ka uko fulani MAUMAU. Kuna wanaosema uko fulani ilikuwa group moja na MAUMAU ilikuwa group moja, then wakaungana wakakuwa uko fulani MAUMAU.
Kabisa, baada brother kuona brother.
Tuambie hiyo story.
Baada brother kuja kurecognize. Kumbe baba aliacha mtoto mwingine kule. Ama vipi? So uko fulani MAUMAU ni watoto baba mmoja mama tofauti. Ama vipi ndio maana kulikuwa na uko fulani kukakuwa na MAUMAU. Ama vipi Buda akafanya mambo huku alafu pia Buda akafanya mambo huku. Huyu kijana alivyokuja kutembea huko akamwona ndugu yake yuko wapi? Yuko huko. Ama vipi? Sasa ndio uko fulani MAUMAU. Ama vipi? From Mombasa is uko fulani, from Nairobi was MAUMAU, and then we came together, he came uko fulani MAUMAU. Ama vipi? Na ni mandugu ambao walipatana siku zote wakiwa wanapigania haki ya sanaa. Ama vipi? Na kuweza kutaka vitu viwe fresh. Na hata wewe ukicheki from back in the days from uko fulani MAUMAU, wewe mwenyewe ukiangalia the image, watu wako na represent nini? Vijana ngangari. Toughness. Ama vipi? Sio lips nyekundu hapa.
Black lips hapa. Ama vipi? Uko fulani mtumii filters hapa kwenye picha yani. Mpaka filters za muziki.
Ushaona bada? So watu wazidi ku represent tu.
Let me drag you back a bit.
Yeah.
Because as much as we say the positive parts of things, I like discussing from both ends.
Okay.
Your group UKOO FULANI and the MAUMAUs.
UKOO FULANI MAUMAU, you better say it
together,
right.
UKOO FULANI MAUMAU, please don't shoot me.
Yes.
Okay. This group have obviously contributed a lot to the society.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, where did you fail? Because as much as you are doing good, and as much as, you have a lot of people, where do you think?
First of all, failed? I don't think they failed.
No. It's a very, very important question because for every industry, every major brand has a point where they have failed. Because without failure, there's no success, right? So where do you think is either somebody failed you, something failed you, or you failed someone, or you failed something that where do you think you could have done better?
I think that's the best question. Where do you think they would have done better?
Like you feel like there's sometimes, if you sit back and think and say, okay, my life, the way we used to kick it back then, I wish we've done this way.
I got your point, my brother. Back in the days, we start as a dreams, and people came, waka grow, people, they start to have family, people, they start to have kids, Obvious things start changing. And sometimes if you do something, continue, and you see there's other movement that doesn't appreciate, sometimes they pull you down. Yeah. You feel me? So right now, people wengi wamekuwa they have a family, they have kids nowadays. Responsibility is really, really different. And also the time we start was young, man. The time was like 21, 22. Like now, actually, I'm 40 years. And I have my brother, they are 45. How do you expect Pansot for 45? True. Now he's doing some many business to survive, Yeah. So now it's like flash, man. I remember I used to be there. Yeah. I'm a VIP, and I wish this generation now, if they can do the same we used to do, I think the movement can continue with a different side,
Yeah.
So the movement is still there, the fire is still there, I'm a VIP, but right now, yani ni umbwa mzee, I'm a VIP, lakini bado anauma. Walikuwa wanasema, usione gari bovu juu ya mawe ukafikiria aliendi.
Aha.
Bovu juu ya mawe ukafikiria aliendi. Kesho lapigwa matairi tu nini na nini, walishangaa hilo la shuka.
He's saying don't look at a car that is old and park and think that it can't drive. It can't drive. You get me? That's why I said they didn't fail, man.
I'm a VP,
Yeah. The reason why I say they didn't fail is because they did their part. Everybody has a part to play. You get me? Everything happens for a reason, and that was the reason and the season that they were in. And it's not a matter of what did they
like my son, my firstborn is from 4 right now, he came to me, it's like, Daddy, this is my friend. Anaitwa nani? Sijui so and so. This is my friend also too. Huyu anaitwa nani? So and so and so. So, Daddy, we do music. It's like, okay. I didn't know that. I'm a VP. So were you guys? Like, we are Mad Clan. What?
Mad
Clan, Daddy. Okay, Mad Clan, we are like 4 people now, Daddy, So, Daddy, so and so and so, that's so and so and so. We need to do something with that so and so and so. We need to go there to record music, And then we need to do a music video. And then we are Mad Clan, Daddy. I'm a VP. And then, Suna cheki sijui I don't know bugi ngenje. Suna cheki sijui mavijana nini na nini ama vipi tunataka kukompea na mavijana. So I was like, okay, this new generation kweli iko na moto mkali sana. I did my part as a dad. I take those boys to studio, they record. It's like, now you guys need to the studio. Now this is the studio. They went there, they record music. Ama vipi, the way they sound is something funny, but it makes sense kwao. Ama vipi, we came there, we do like a music video. Ama vipi, now the video is there. There is like, we need to do another track. It's like, yo guys, now it's time to school. Because both of them, they are at boarding. You know, yeah? So nilicheki mavijana wangu wamekuwa inspired with Bugingenje, sijui nini, because they don't know anything about babake. Ama vipi, anacheki babake pale vitu za zamani anaona. Because there's a time alicheki masura zetu hapa akasema, dadi yao wale jamaa ukikuwa nao studio tu ile na kijinga wanaweza hata kukupiga. Wanakaa serious.
I like
what you've just said.
There's something he said that got me. When the kids were asking, when he said, "Okay, what do you want to do?" I want to record, and then, okay, we'll go to the studio, and then after we'll record a song, we'll shoot a video, and then because for him back then it was not just recording music.
Yeah,
there has to be something you are recording for.
Yes. And just to add on what you've just said, there's something I wanted to ask you, yeah? Back then when they were starting music, it wasn't offensive for someone to tell you that you're whack, bro. People would tell you, bro, your line haiwezi. Whatever you rap is not working. But now things are too sensitive.
They'll tell you to go and
sell.
There
are a lot of musicians when they're in the forefront, they're big, they have the numbers, but they're whack, bro. They're straight up whack artists that we are afraid to tell someone, yo, those lines, no, improve on this. That's why we end up having songs that have weird lines. Back in the day, nasema venye umesema, ukimba kitu mbaya hata unaweza kufukuza, bro. You had to be real, you have to be tough.
I feel this question should go to him.
Should go to,
you know why?
Yeah.
Because the world is becoming more sensitive.
Yeah.
And if you notice, these artists that don't have the ability to do what these guys have done, they make it more sensitive so it can suit their style of music. You understand? So now they make boys sissies. And they sing like it's okay. It's okay to dance naked on TV. It's okay. Because that's what I want to do.
Okay.
So because I want to do it, I have the money. I'll make sure that everybody does it too so I can be a star.
Collo.
The
sensitivity in the world, the sensitivity in music. I feel that's something that has made our Kenyan music not die but go down. We do not have that excellence,
that toughness.
You know the toughness, the bars, the hours you spend in the studio. Sharama, wakumbuka pale mistari. If you want to do your thing, you have to practice. But nowadays, guys are just doing it because, if you tell someone your work, anasema you're hating, bro.
First of all, when we talk about being sensitive, we all agree we are spiritual beings.
True.
So as far as wellness is concerned, I think spiritual wellness is a good place to start so that you acknowledge that you need to be spiritually lit.
Yeah.
Now, every nation has a purpose.
Yeah.
I'll give an example. With reference to Nigeria, for instance. In Africa, Nigeria comes off as a father nation to the rest of Africa. The relationship between the nation of Nigeria and America is that it's a midwife, ushering in the African American community back to their roots. Now, the prophetic purpose of Kenya is to be a springboard of revival, especially in the East Africa. And when you look at communication tools, because communication is a key to wellness, and effective communication at that. So when we look at that, we look at music, because that's what brought us together even today. Music as a tool of communication.
True.
The most influential culture in record history is hip-hop.
Really?
Hip-hop culture today is the most consumed genre of music globally.
How about rock? R&B,
No.
pop.
Hip-hop music.
Hip-hop has had more impact to young people than ever before.
True.
Hip-hop culture. Now, when you look at hip-hop and how hip-hop culture entered Africa was through Kenya.
Yo.
Educate me.
Yes, sir. Now, how it got in, especially in the 90s, and if you think about technology and how people consume content, especially through media.
Yeah.
In the 90s, we grew up with hip-hop culture. It had an influence to our lives. And I want to take this opportunity even to give my flowers to UKOO FULANI, MAUMAU, and the entire crew.
Shukran sana.
That's what's up. Yeah. Because when I was growing up in the 90s, 95, I was watching the Nazizis, Kina Aizo from the gospel side.
Yeah.
Kalamashaka. And I was like, wow. Yani, these guys are rapping in Sheng. And it sounds so good. And it's not just, they're not just saying anything. There's something they're saying. There's a narrative.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm telling you, the realest rap music in Africa originates from Kenya. Because when they kicked off, the conversation was about leadership. Revolution. I remember Snoop Dogg had a radio show called Snoop Dogg Radio Show. And he was shouting out to UKOO FULANI, MAUMAU.
Wow.
And so the revolution had already begun. When they changed their name from Kalamashaka and called themselves MAUMAU, they were given a blackout through all the media stations.
Why?
Because the politicians understood the kind of influence that they had.
Yeah.
So by the time us guys were just about to leave high school, they influenced how we were rapping because we were spitting bars concerning what's going on ground.
True that.
But the moment they muted these guys, the conversation, there was a void.
Yeah.
I remember the late Issa, who was also very influential, used to rap facts. But then the conversation had to change because then the media space was open and they needed content. So they decided, guys, let's just go to the club and forget about those other conversations.
So what you're saying is that that's what you wanted to do fast.
The conversation was so hot, but it was blacked out from a musician's point of view.
Oh, I get it.
So it's like they were blackballed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And this affected everything because the kind of content that then was coming out, you can only survive on club music for so long.
Yeah.
2 months max. You have to drop another one.
But guess what?
Collo, let me add something. Kalamashaka, I don't know was which year, but it was back in the days. They came to Lagos. They did a bigger show in Nigeria.
Drop that bomb.
Yes, actually they filled the stadium in Lagos.
Exactly, it was in Lagos.
And this
it
was a show
Swahili.
sponsored by Benson and Hedges back in the day. Now, I want to tell you how serious this is. Some of the rappers that I've connected with in Nigeria, man, no disrespect to the artists like the Davidos, the Wizkids, but too short.
Big Low.
That's my dude. We were kicking
the Ill Bliss and
back in those are the real rappers of Nigeria.
Mode 9.
You know? So in 2004, we were in Tanzania at the Fiesta gig, and I got to meet Two-Face, and he just had this new song and telling me, yo man, can you hear this song? It's called African Queen. And I'm telling him, yo man, this is gonna be huge. Hot. It's gonna be huge. So I'm talking about the sensitivity of the kind of content, and I'm just giving you like a background of what really happened.
How it changed.
True.
So because of the lack of order within the spheres of influence, you're dealing with bitter people in positions of authority.
Do you think the disorderliness was staged? It was implanted.
Of course.
For a reason.
Yes, it has to be a political agenda.
Yeah.
Because the kind of influence that people in the creative arts have is huge. You can't buy it.
Yeah.
And that was intimidating to the politicians. And so no politician is interested in empowering an artist. Let's just get that first of all very clear.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's make sure we black them out. And if it's picking out any artist that we'll work with, let's go for the youngest ones. It's like picking up a fruit that is not yet ripe.
Yes, you can easily poison that one.
Exactly. And that's why today, no disrespect again, you have your Bahatis, you have your Willie Pauls. These are our small brothers, but they're yet to mature.
Yeah, yeah.
Even when it got to the spiritual side, they couldn't submit and stay in church to be taught. And at some point, the levee breaks. They had to walk out. So that's why I referred to say the state of the nation is a reflection of the church.
Exactly.
Oh, now it makes sense.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happened was the life cycle of an artist being put out on radio.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, we'll give you 2 years, or 2 years if you're really, 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 really talented.
Yeah.
So after that, they keep picking up new guys. So you don't even have time to honor and celebrate a generation. I'm not complaining, because during our time, there was a huge demand for Kenyan music.
Yeah.
So even at the point we used to get to interact with UKOO FULANI, because we were living in different hoods.
Yeah, yeah.
Kalamashaka are from Dandora, and that's like the cradle of hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
In Nairobi. There were other, now there's generation 1, generation 2, generation 3, generation 4, and I got this from a conversation with Carla Moto. Generation 1 are rappers from the early 90s going into late 90s. I'm talking now UKOO FULANI.
Yeah, yeah.
Us guys are from generation 2, part B.
Yeah, yeah.
Calligraph is generation 3. Trio Mio is generation 4.
Your son is actually in that generation as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so,
Like there you break it down, my brother.
And therefore, the big, as far as sensitivity, there's a lot that plays, but it boils down, so that I cut the long story short.
Yeah, yeah.
Lack of mentorship. Even our politicians lack mentorship.
True.
And it's mentorship. Mentorship is key. When you don't have, I personally went through a challenging experience, because no one was there to mentor me about my wellness, in whether it's financial, tying to my vocation, tying to my spirituality, tying to my physical, mental health.
Yeah, yeah.
You need mentors in each one of these pillars.
True.
And that's that's personally the conversation that now you understand when I say I used to have a career, now I have a calling.
Yeah.
Now we're I hope we're on the same page.
We're on the same
Clearly.
page. There's something, TJ, that they have in common, and I want us to discuss that a bit. Sharama, you